Let's do it. Let's do it. And let's play some music. Continuing the Sonic arc. All right. There's no time. There's no time for vanity. No showiness. We're into it. We're into the stream. So hard to find everything I'm doing. Let's see here. There we go. That's not so hard. Bring that over here. I know we're all big fans of the Moblin controversies. Not that big of a deal. Changes are made, changes happen, changes come. We gotta get to where the real meat is. You know, I do like this version. Should Armos come back? Was it too soon? Should we just sleep on it? Oh, but that was the thing. Yeah, that was the thing. Because it's all the... You know, if we make a big deal about how this is all blurry in the foreground, then so too is the background. It must be blurry. It is the way of nature. That's how that stuff goes, so... C'est la vie, c'est la vie. If you're gonna do cool things with depth, do them with the... Don't mix cool things in the foreground and background with a shallow depth of field. That's the lesson. That is the lesson. Oh, wait. Here, I'm back. I'm back. Okay. Okay, there's a small thing I want to bring up and tweak really quick, is I feel like the halo of this fairy, the size of it is too similar. I mean, these two sizes are too similar as they are, but it either needs to be bigger, clearly bigger, or clearly smaller. It can't be both. No more straddling. I feel like bigger is almost better. Yeah, because it's theoretically closer, right? Let's not make everybody's brains work so hard. Okay, check this out. I have a theory. Okay. Let's make a really big one. But maybe we like totally ghost it out. Ghost it to like nothingness. That's kind of cool. And then the inner one, we'll get a little shrinky dink. Now I know what I want to do with this. It's just occurred to me. Talbot, what's up, man? There's a certain amount of appropriateness with the concept of like, what's going on? Little bonus stream. I spent most of the day waiting around for client feedback. Getting paid, you know, no complaints there. Oh, will you please let me know if my like audio is crazy? I don't want to like, right now it almost looks like it's too hot, and if the music needs to go down or my voice needs to go down or up, okay, I'm glad to hear that, but you know, no offense taken if it's a little intense. I've got it set and adjusted to my natural mumbly state, so I've been making adjustments to this composition, and now what I think might be appropriate is like, well, there's this funny little sword scabbard I've got here, and maybe a smidge after I get a little heavy, but it's been pretty light, and your voice has a nice boom over the top of it. Okay, there's a limit. I'll try to keep it to a whisper. Yeah, I think that's my safe zone. But no promises. I may get excited. So speaking of excited, there's this artistic concept that comes up a lot where we sneak in the concept of an erection subtly into compositions, and you know, swords, boners, and such, and you know, I think that's the place for this. This is supposed to be a sword, like the whatever, the handle and the hilt and or the guard of the sword, the pommel, you know, all the things. And it coincides with like the groin area of like the skeleton. It's not a one-to-one. I'm trying to figure out the perfect space for it, and I feel like it's okay if it's at the corner like this. I'm just trying to decide whether or not it should be angled more. But then it doesn't look so much like it's coinciding with the skeleton. And it loses its readability as the sword. Maybe that's cheesy. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe it shouldn't be. Kind of liking how this is looking. We're in the home stretch for this. Definitely the all the different things, and plus it's like, Liam, what's going on? we're kind of making progress on this. Had to make some executive decisions with some of the elements, and I, given how lackluster the response was for the first, the Land Mola, I woke up and I wasn't trending on Twitter, so I have no one to blame but myself and my terrible art, I'm sure. But, we'll get there. But I don't think we're getting there with this piece. So I'm sort of like, okay, I don't need to chase it to the ends of the earth. I'm going to adjust a couple things on it right now. And then I'll probably, I'm not going to ship it. What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to, put it away for a few days, then come back to it, then decide if I'm done. Right? So you put it on ice a little bit so you can forget about it. That seems like a smart choice, right? Okay, good. Contain my excitement, right? Sometimes it's like you either there's this what's the opposite of a sweet spot? That's the same thing you do with your books. That's how I find my error and what the fuck was I smoking moments? Exactly. So this is a new Max revelation. Hold on. I have to embiggen myself for this when I'm about to be brilliant. What is there a name for the opposite of a sweet spot? Right? We all know what we mean by the sweet spot, right? But what's the opposite? Surely the Germans have a name for this thing that I'm trying to conceptualize right now, but there's things you do they're so spontaneous in the moment and they're genius, and then there's things that you take a long time to decide and you check and double check and triple check because you're cautious, and then you decide, and one is done in a moment. One is done over the course of weeks. But in between is this horrible kind of sour spot. Yeah, sour spot. Well, sour spot. Sweet spot, sour spot. It's more bitter. Bittersweet. Bittersweet. It's something like that. Well, we'll riff on it. Sour spot for now. Is definitely the is definitely the idea, and there's someone should have stopped you, right? Bittersweet feels like one of those. It's awesome, not what I wanted, but I love it. Yeah, that goes too much the other way, so it can't be bittersweet. Well, anyway, sometimes it's you're escalating in your intensity and momentum for something, and then it almost becomes this grenade about to go off in your brain and in your heart, and you just want to be I can't hold on to this anymore. I've got to do something about it. Yeah. And it's someone would have told you no, don't do that. Don't do that. But then they're well, I mean, YOLO, I guess, but I don't need to YOLO on this. And I'm looking at this right now, and I see all these things I still need to fix. So this is this needs to incubate a little bit. It needs to incubate a little bit. It needs to incubate a lot. There's some things I'm thinking about that I want to try with it. I'm going to poke at a couple of things, and then we're going to set it aside. Because we have to. Every story idea I've started and not finished yet. I need to focus and nail down some of these other ones. Okay. Yeah, I mean, you can't go through, I don't want to get into, an analysis paralysis. In the mornings, I do this. I give 15 minutes to to the, or not 15 minutes. It's like an hour and a half. If I'm lucky, I have 2 hours in the morning. Well, today I've had all this time on this, and, you know, what I'm worried about is I'll be like, cool, I'm done, time to ship it, and it's like, I know it doesn't suck a world of ass, but like, I'm not going to trust my position right now on it, and I need to slow it down a little bit. What's the rush? There's no rush right now. Right now, I just want to make sure a couple of things get nailed down. Because I've been moving things around, and I need to make sure that things aren't just being totally spazzy. Like, Liam, if you're still in the chat, like, you know, you helped me with the Landmola stuff, and that looks great. Like, I'm not oh, we can always look at that, but I had realized I hadn't, like, you know how you, like, you know, you want to flop an image? I mean, your stuff always looks great, but, like, you know, I don't know if you do this, but, you know, you might. I'm probably getting too hot again. You flop the image, and you can see that there are, like, if there are errors, they jump out at you, you know? That's kind of what I'm talking about. I never did that for the Landmola, and once I did do that, I was like, I was spotting all these things that I should have fixed. So it just got me thinking. I was like, I need to cool it a little bit, you know? There's no rush. Let's take a little time, sort some things out, and I'm definitely going to. Destiny, I'm a little bit back. It's not like I can't get called away. Technically, I'm being paid to do something else right now. But I don't see any. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we're cool. Yeah, I did get called away to work. They needed like an hour of work out of me. I cranked it out at the last second, and all that was fine. And now I'm back. But, you know, and then I sat around. I didn't want to, like, just start a stream just to have to end it a minute later. No, there's no call coming in. It just might be that they, like, tag me on something, and if I can, I'd like to not be unresponsive to it, so. They have me booked tomorrow as well. Yeah, I'm not in a hurry, Lim. Not anymore. It's more expensive for me to have me on demand. It's that's not more expensive. I get paid by the hour. To the rounded up to the nearest half hour. So, okay. Something that's been bugging me is the this skull is not perfectly aligned with the spear. So I'm gonna fix that. And this streak of light needs to get blurred more. Okay. Similarly, these these need to get blurred. softened, if you will. And then a section of those, a clean section, will be even more blurred. That should help a bit. Now, what happened here? Okay. There's all sorts of, like, edge control stuff, like I really should do. And definitely the, what is happening here? Small things. Blur tool. Blur the hell out of that. What it feels like to me when I look at this, if I'm being honest with myself, it looks like I don't know, and it's true, because I don't. I don't know whether or not I want the background to be brighter than the foreground, or the foreground to be brighter than the background, and I don't know if it has to be so delineated, and I'm thinking, like, what if I try to do it with just the color, right? And so what I'm thinking is this. Let me do an iterative save. What if I make a clear-cut decision that I want the things, basically in the things that are in the foreground, what if I made a decision that I want them to be a little bit purplish, and then would do, I think the opposite in this case would be green. And I know the background is green. So the background's already green, so let's make the foreground stuff a little bit purpley and see if that helps. And this will kind of be an experiment. Just try it. Just try it. Why not? Just try it once. No harm. Tracks go so hard. Okay. Let's quit out of Painter. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to regret too bad. I'll always have regrets. What's going on here? Gotta quit that. Okay. All right. So if I'm going to do any kind of colorization, it's going to be in Photoshop. It's going to have the best control. I think for efficiency's sake, it's so cool. Just turn all this stuff. That's how it looks like without the lines on. Halfway to a lineless painting. Maybe we'll do one of those one day. But Liam knows lines are coming back. Lines are forgiven. Lines are uncanceled. Okay. I'm gonna commit. Oh shoot. What happened there? When I merged the layers, something funny happened. It may be resistant to my layer merging. Let's try it with just the color, though. The color layer. Let's add a new layer. Purplify. Actually, let's check something real quick. If we turn off the fairy halo. There we go. Turn off all that. What is the color of this? What is that color? Liam, you missed it earlier. We were doing a very interesting stream. It was very interesting where I took a color blindness test. It was a little eye-opening. Okay, so what I thought was green is actually like an olivey color. That's interesting. Did you guys know? Did you guys know that this was green? Oh boy. Check this out. What color is this? What color is this? Can I get a vote? What color is this? Okay, so I thought this was a green color, and I guess it's like... This looks like more like it's clearly in the yellow spectrum. I guess that makes it like olive. It's a little strange for me. Okay. Green, yellow, I don't know. Okay. Well, yellow and purple are still complementary. So let's double that. We can still do our thing. But it's like, I would have thought that at least there was some, like, clear green in there. Okay. It's a little strange. Well, I guess that makes sense, because I wanted, like, sunlight to come through, and the sunlight would have been yellow, so... Alright, so Liam, this isn't like a crazy color method, but it's like... Man, I seen it out there in the wild where, duochromatic or something like that. Instead of monochromatic, where it's like everything is basically a shade of one color, you can get everything basically a shade of two colors. And they're going to be complementary. So, where would they be on that circle? Let's find that circle. Color. No, not this one. We need the brightness cube. Color wheel. That's the baby. Oh, look at that. It's just like the, looks just like the one we have on for my painter set. Except all the colors are in different places. Yo, what's up, bro? My bro is here. If I take these out, I won't be able to hear you.
That's okay.
What up?
So who are we chatting with today?
Destiny and Liam and Talbot Stories.
All right, excellent.
So there's.
Hi, everybody. I'm Boxer.
Get out of here. Get out of here.
Yeah.
It's not. It's not Wednesday. Yeah. Get. Just that much.
You.
Just that much.
I got you.
Thank you, man. It's it takes all kinds. It takes all kinds. All right, let's see here. What was I talking about? Essentially, I saw a convincing color lecture about this a while back, and it was essentially saying like that. Yeah, the contrasts, where you want there to be contrast, you can do that with tone, you can do it with shape, you can do it with texture, you can do it with color. And where I'm not ready to do that with like edge control yet, because that's like a finishing move kind of thing. That's very painterly to me. So I might be willing to do it with color. So let's do some colorizing. But let's first find out what is the... here, if we take a screenshot, essentially. Now it's flattened, and we can pick this color. So this color is here. It's here. Do you see here? So you just go on the opposite. So this is the color we need to colorize it to. Which is pretty firmly blue. So I'm okay with that. Blue foreground. I mean, it's already basically there. We just, you know, and it doesn't... I'm not saying, like, it's completely blue. It's just bluey. A little bit bluey. So, I'll do a quick little screenshot of that so I remember the color. But essentially, like, we can just remember it because it's here, right here where the triangle is pointing, right? Simple. Okay. Turn that off. Now, let's do a little bit of coloring. Is it color? Yeah. Let's make a adjustment layer. Now, once we start doing these adjustment layers, it gets very difficult to then, unless I flatten things, it gets very difficult to make changes back in Painter, because adjustment layers in Photoshop do not translate to Painter, which is the program that I draw into. Okay, this is it. Here's the adjustment layer here. We need to colorize. No, it needs to get masked off. Undo all that. Go back. Is that what I do? Colorize. These look cool. Hey Uchi, what's up? Looks so rad. Okay, don't do that. Maybe someone in chat knows what I'm supposed to do. What am I doing? No, don't do anything like that. Adjustment layer or specific layer. Hold down Alt and click between the adjustment layer and the layer you need, affecting in the layers palette. Apply adjustment layer to only one layer in Photoshop.
Let's learn how to apply an adjustment.
No. I don't want to do that. Maybe it's the selection tool. I bet. Yes, it is, baby. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, baby. Okay, so now all this stuff is crowding. Let's move it. Okay. So, colorize. But reduce the opacity. That makes a difference. Not a drastic one. Can I save this? Save preset. Let's try it out. Bluify. Now let's try applying that to all the other things where it needs it. Things with color. Okay, that's okay. Bluify. Made very little difference, was already blue. That's still okay. Let's do it with skeleton. Bluify. And the ground. Something's a little curious to me. Okay, it doesn't matter. Here, let's just select pixels. Stop being confused and just do it. Bluify. More blue. Kinda cool. Now that's very much 100% opacity. Let's make sure that not everything is at 100%. Well, the fairy could be at 100%. Not so bad. Everything after that comes that is beyond. We can apply a little bit of a... let's insert a adjustment layer that makes everything more green, or specifically like yellow. Colorize. Not too much. Okay, and then we just reduce the opacity on that layer. Thank you, sir. That's service. Thank you, man. All right. Let's take a bigger look. Get my big darn face out of the way. I mean, I still don't love it. I hate it. But no, it's not bad. It's not bad. Something I wanted to try. Maybe it's time. Maybe it's time to The silence is deafening. The silence is deafening. I must heed the uncalled for call. There's this weird section down here that got uncolored somehow. Pretty sure I can just gradient that out. Save another version. What do we think? Let's see here. So before. I don't know. I almost like it beforehand. I can't tell. I think this one's more dynamic. So, yeah. All right. I'm losing all objectivity. I'm making mistakes. Can't tell. Can't tell what's better. This one's the best one. No, I don't know. Maybe this one's best. Maybe this is best. Maybe it's best. Okay. I actually do like the changes that we made. Final decision, yes. Oop. But we're not going to ship it yet. Also, is it weird? Like, is that read as yellow? Is that bad? Should it look more blue tinted? I'm okay with it the way it is, but I don't know. It's a little tricky. I gotta order those glasses for colorblind people. I think that'll help me. Okay, we're gonna put this on ice. It needs time to settle, time to incubate, time away from my itchy trigger fingers, you know? That's the thing. Yeah. It's like, is it time or am I just anxious, you know? Just leave it be. Give it time. Let's move on to other things. Quick check of the email. There are no updates. Huh. Okay. We are moving on to this bad boy. This is... Okay. Is anybody active in chat? Because I want to ask this question. Do we... So you guys should know. Here, let me pull this up. You guys should pull this. I'm going to pull this up. I've already done for all the other images something I should have done for the Landmula and the Moblin stuff we just looked at. I went after the mistakes of the past. I went ahead and I flopped everything, and I'm not convinced they're 100%, but I'm very happy with the flopped image of this one. To the point where I'm ready to say we're good to go to start coloring. I don't need to feel like I need to make any compositional changes. But one thing I am not entirely sure about is if the distortion on this, the size distortion on the sword is a little bit too intense. And let me describe some of the scene to you. Here in the background, there's a nice... there's a torch. There's bats flying all over. This is a laser beam sentry. It's shooting a laser beam here. We're going to have, again, cool light sort of coming from where the camera is. So the direction of the viewer has cool light. There's red laser light shooting overhead over Link's body. So there's going to be some laser. I mean, technically lasers are invisible unless they're hitting something. So it is going to hit something, which is going to be like some dungeon fog, essentially. And so there's essentially 3 light sources. So there's going to be a lot of dynamism. This is like a fun waterfall splashing thing in the background. He's leaping. It's going to be good stuff. But if this sword doesn't seem like comically ridiculously large, what it should look like is like a sword that's coming directly at camera and is acceptably big. If it feels like it's unacceptably big, oh shit, I messed that up. I'm like moving shit that I shouldn't be moving. I'm so good at this. Guys, I'm so good. All right, let's see here. Okay, so I'm going to start coloring. Nobody's piping up with any like, well, actually... Keep this where it is. How do we do this again? Just do it. Do it like we do in the very beginning. Start at the stuff in the front, work our way to the back. Is it party time yet for these lights? Here we go. New image, new lights. Hydrate. Okay. This is so funny. I think my eyes are just totally burned out. I just can't see any color. Like on the screen up here, I can see it. All of it. So it's so sapped out. It's like the barest color relationship here. And yet, we will proceed with the progress. Okay. So we're going to select... Oh, it's all the same. Here. Select all these flats. That's a lot of bats. Damn. I can barely see them. Selecting the color. Here in the corner. Add light. And then add blue. Oh, that was the blur tool. Don't do that. Okay. There we go. That's the one. Tool I'm using is native to Painter. It's called the tapered detailed airbrush. And it's sort of like a cross between I love tools that are dynamic and responsive to all the various inputs you can get on a digital tablet. Meaning it's responsive very much to pressure sensitivity, but in unexpected ways. With a light touch, it can be a very small effect that you build up like that. And then if you push really hard, it can be very big. But either way, it ends up being nicely smooth. It's pretty well suited for these lighting effects, especially for like soft lighting. So we can go like this, small and then big, small and then big. So there you have a blue bat lit by a blue light source. Zoom in over here. A little too big, maybe. Shading. Not shading, lighting. The light is essentially coming from camera. A soft blue light. So you're just thinking about where the light might catch. It's like up here where the sort of hand of the bat is. There's sort of this hard ridge, but as it tapers out to the wing, it spreads out, it gets softer, less intense. And that's just a guess. I'm not a bat expert. What do I know? But I can just sort of feel it. You know, the bat wing is cupping the air. At least a little bit, right? Where else? So interestingly, yes, there are other bats back here, of course, but they're far away from camera. So the influence of the blue light on them is super minimal. Minimal to a T. Oh, shit. Oh, wait. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. It's about as good as that needs to be for the bats. Cool. Next up is the shoulder. Since all these skeletons are of the same color, if we make the color choice about them, we can apply it throughout and get a lot of use out of it. Bump, bump, bump. Wait, it's a little sloppy. This is the relationship. We just want to duplicate that to start. That's me eyeballing it, and then add a boost of blue light. So it's brighter overall, plus extra blue, because it's a blue light. Oh, the selection is... Shoot. Just selecting. Shoot. Okay. Okay. Some illumination from the blue light behind the camera. Onto the bones. Who are you banning? Boxer threatening. Are there bad people lurking? How can you tell? You can't ban me. I'll ban you. Ban Destiny. Destiny is cancelled. Okay, here I'm getting too vigorous. Because a lot of these little bumps and grooves are not illuminated the same way that I was doing them. Maybe you should ban me. Ban me and replace me with someone who knows what they're doing. Alright. It's an awesome bonus stream. We're gonna go one more hour. My daughter's picture day at school is tomorrow, which means she needs her hair washed. Yep. Hair washed, teeth brushed. Here we go. Continuing on. Same color. It's tricky, but I'm really just trying to think, like, what planes are facing camera? What's the intensity of the light when it hits? When I get home, I'm going to take a hard look at those chromatic glasses, or whatever they're called. I kind of laid it bare for all the public to see. I'm very colorblind. Like, who the hell drew these perfectly perfect skeletons? Just admiring my own handiwork here. Stuff is like ready to hand off to a 3D team. Yeah, it's like, here, print this. Previs this, make it happen, make it snappy, no excuses. fun getting a chance to play director a little bit. Not a bad start. Moving on to this skeleton. Doing my best to guess how the forms of the skeleton, as I've described them, are reacting to light that is coming from our eyeballs, as if we were shooting blue, soft blue light from our eyeballs at that skeleton. At this distance, what does it look like? How does it light up? Where might it be blocked? Where might it not be intense? So unlike a lot of the stuff we did with the Moblin, these skeletons are not, like, they're not greasy, they're not juicy. They're gonna be, they can be a little dirty. And there will be some highlights, but they're not gonna, their material is far more dry. They're just not going to have that same material effect, which is good, because I don't want everything I draw for this series to have the same presentation, right? But like the composition for this one is so much more clear. It's like, what's happening in this? Link is smashing the shit out of this guy's arm with his fucking sword, and it's happening right here. And that's the thing. Everything else is just distant second, third, fourth, fifth. So nothing quite as confusing as the one we were just working on, where I'm like, oh, what's going on here? What does this mean? Should I do this? Should I do that? Now I'm like, I know exactly what I want them to see and what I want them to look at. It was like, by this time I was like, I need to make sure I'm having fun doing this. I might actually do this. And then I was like, okay, time to really think about it. jump in there and flex. Okay, so all that looks good. So the skeletons have their blue light. Now we can think about some of these other materials like the swords and the shields. Let's do that. Let me iterative save. See progress. Progress will continue. Okay. Stalfos shoulder. Here we go. Wrong thing. Here we go. Select all these gray items. Start with those. Okay, same thing. Bumping up the relationship as it is, and then adding. Okay. Something like that. At least to start. Okay. Now, the red and gray of the shoulder pad is equal to that of the shield. We can use the same colors, therefore. Come over here. Pardon me, come over here. Just lining up the edge of whatever embossedness is happening on that thing. Okay. Now we do the red. Select the red. Get our color pick right. Bump it up, get the relationship right, and then add blue. A little bigger. Then smaller. So something feels like it justify a little bit of a specular highlight here. Just a little bit more. Anything that drives the attention to the shoulder smash, fair game. what I just do. Okay, cool. Now we do similar same with the shield here. Same color. But very, very minimal. Like, even that's too much probably, but no, just a hint is the thing. Okay, not bad. Let's do this little sword. Just do the red on the sword. Bump it up. Add blue. Now we have a red sword handle with blue light reflecting off of it. Let's do the handle. Now this will be tricky because this is like severely metallic, and I'm not good with this stuff. Why isn't that working? Oh well. Get to it later. Pick the color. Be much more bright, probably. But it's not just going to... It's going to resist. Like gold resists other colors, right? So... I don't know. Just make it a little bit brighter. More specular. That's tricky. Definitely do not have enough experience rendering metallics. Just a hint of blue, maybe. Yeah, feels okay. That's good. Get this little bit down here. Okay. Cool. Do the blade of the sword. Brighter brighter. Okay, maybe we switch the music. Come on. Whoa. There we go. Okay. Alright. It's time to chill. Just trying to think about where light is or isn't reflecting back at the camera. I don't know. It's okay to guess and get it wrong. It's not a life sentence. Definitely need some highlights. The blade. It's anybody's guess where they should actually go, but take them away. I don't know. I don't know. I'm learning too. I don't know. Looks good for now. Even here. Here on this shield. The far underside of it is going to react to the blue light. It's too much, but like that. Because it's curving around, the blue light will catch. Not under here, but here it will, where it's curving even more towards camera. And then so these straps are bending kind of in the opposite way. So their pattern is going to be the opposite. Where the light was catching at the bottom for the shield, they're going to catch at the top for these straps. Too bright, but get a little bit of this. These bats are ridiculous. They're like blue beyond blue. It's so crazy. But then when you look here, it's like, look how much more blue there is. They're so saturated compared to everything else that is so... Everything is basically gray right now, except you get to the bats, and then it's like, whoa, blue. I think I need to do something about that. I don't know what I do, but... add brightness? I don't know. Brightness and mix my highlights? The bats can have highlights, no? Because it just feels like they don't have any modeling. Give them glowing eyes. Let's do that. They can have glowing eyes. Little tiny light sources. Let's see what happens. My concern is that the intensity of the bat highlight, or the bat color, is going to throw off my relative sense of like what might be accurate in the scene. What if it just goes crazy because I'm thinking, well, The bats are crazy with their color, so other things need to be crazy too, you know. But it's not about the bats, right? So it's like, hey, bats. Chill out. Okay. There's another bat back here. Okay, let's do the sword and shield on the skeleton, and that might be enough. The chat's gone totally quiet. I think I lost everybody. It's for the best. Okay. It's a little weird that it's not letting me select just the gray option. What's happening here? Oh, that makes sense. I must have deleted something accidentally. There it is. Okay. Selecting the gray, selecting the gray. Yeah. Gray, gray, gray. Okay. That layer goes away. Now we go find flats. Pick the same color. This should work. There we go. That's about right. Click the sword. Hide the selection. Pick the color that we already chose. Looks super bright. Let's start with this one. A little bit like that. It's probably accurate. Save my work. All right. Quick email check. No notifications. Let's see here. Anything. Okay. Yeah. I'll be working tomorrow. Just keep going. Why not? Looks cool. Well, next up on deck is, I think, Link and especially his swords. Let's start there. Why not? His sword. there's his flats. All right. Yeah. So his sword is all just some giant... It's like a low poly prop. It's got angles. Rigid angles, so there's not going to be, I mean, there are going to be smooth transitions, but it's not insane. It'll be pretty reflective. And it won't resist the blue light the way the gold would. Let's see what this looks like. That could be worse. There'll be areas where it probably intensifies. Even small details. I went ahead and already added all these small cracks and little fuck-ups to the blade. So that we can have imperfections. There, and then again at the tip. Experience with swords, but I do play around in the kitchen, and there are knives aplenty in my household. Totally feasible that there could be a light shifting somewhat like that. I don't know. Maybe it's ridiculous. That's all one plane. Something similar could be happening there. But nowhere near as drastic. Top of the sword be kind of silly if that was reflecting a lot of blue light, but it's not going to reflect none. So let's give it something. Just maybe a little bit of a kiss. Oh, I don't even like that. Yeah, maybe just, ugh. How minuscule can I make that effect? It's about as much as I'm willing to give it right now. Then maybe here. Too much. Just a little touch like that. That looks okay for now. We don't have to nail it out of the gate. Of course, here, look how bright I made that sword. Resist temptation to brighten it up too much. I can't resist. brightness. Brightness. Okay. So hard. So hard to do this right. Okay. Because I don't know how to do it right. I'm just guessing. Feels like it. If it feels like it's getting close, I don't trust our gut a little, right? Got us this far. I love the like game over. You fucked up. Mistakes were made. Okay, that feels like a brighter sword. More congruous, I guess, is the word. With everything else that's going on. So what link up to? Let's figure it out. I think with some of these smaller sword details. Can I get away with that? No, of course I can't get away with anything. There, that's what I get away with. Okay, so that's the sword. Now we actually go to Link's body. Bump it up. That's an interesting color. Is that pure? These numbers are almost exactly the same. That's about right. Plus blue. Whoa. What was happening there? That's crazy. Okay. Feels like as far as I'm willing to take it for that. That'll need more love later, but don't we all? Really? They're all the same color? I don't think so. Yeah, that's better. Color. Bump it up. Add some blue. My watch has told me to stand up twice already. I'm like, watch, do you even know that I'm an artist? We'll go 10 more minutes. Then 8 o'clock, I will call it a stream. Yeah, good run. Good run today. Got link. Adding blue light. That angle is wrong. Darn it. There's more Z space, so there's some overlaps with the dimensioning. A little bit more like this. Blue light. Went too far. Let's see if I can claw some of that back. Just in the modeling. It's just too much. It's not all facing directly to camera, you know. For a lot of what I do, it's a bit of a stretch, but you know, we can have some fun with it. Bumping up the color, the white light and then the blue. The influence of the blue is following the form very clearly. Got some link shield in that, but that's okay. We can steer clear of that. The color picker's like me. It's a little colorblind. Bump, bump, bump. Plus blue. Feeling very reactive. Feels like a good start. And there's some over here. Do these pants. 5 more minutes. Pants. Subtle is okay. Not rushing, but we might have time for the boots real quick. In this little belt area. Let's try it. Quit out before some sort of raid hits me. That'd be funny. Test out. The boots, the leather boots are more reflective. effect. Kind of like that, yeah. Whack. A little bit on his belt and pouch. Okay. Not bad. Cool. Well, this is a good start. And a good song to go out on. Let's... What could I do? Make that go away. Let's do 50-50. Just do a quick thumbnail. It's pretty good. What should I do? Let's see here. Might do a couple thumbnails. Just for fun. What should it be? Can I mess around with these things? Buttons to push. Why are they so concentrated over there? Okay. And then... Hey. And then... Alright, those are cute. Save. Okay. Well, chat's quiet. Maybe no one's listening, but I'm going to say goodnight. Thank you for everybody for your support, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.